Hello, I am Max, and in this short little video, I'm going to show you a little bit of work I've done to the LS400 today, because I finally actually decided to do some work to it. So, I've always had a problem with this, or I've had a couple problems with this car since I got it, mostly relating to the dashboard kind of area right there. So, my problems were, as you can see, I have everything still kind of disassembled at the moment. My problems were that the odometer, I turn this key on real quick. The odometer, way over there somewheres, would not switch with the buttons on here between odometer, the trip odometer, and resetting. But now, due to some witchcraft of some sort, I fixed it. As you can tell, it actually goes to trip now. And it also resets and stuff. Let me actually reset this one real quick. So yeah, I have 32.9 miles on my trip odometer, and if I hit the odometer button, it goes back to the odometer. Voila, it's good to go. And other problems I was having that I noticed afterwards, I didn't really think about until later on, were these warning lights, which, if you don't know, the way the dashboard in the LS400 works is that these warning lights here basically sit up in here, and then they shine down onto the dashboard. Just kind of in the speedometer and the tachometer. So, a couple of them I noticed were not working. Specifically, the brake warning light. As you can tell, these are backwards. It's kind of funny to look at. The brake warning light, the door ajar, and I think the seatbelt light, as well as this little weird light that tells you if one of your taillights is out, which will constantly be on if I were to fix it. So I'm not fixing those. I managed to fix the brake light somehow by just touching it, so the brake light actually works now, but I can't find these light bulbs anywhere because there's some very special kind of light bulb, and I don't really feel like trying to find this. I didn't realize I still have one out. These things are tiny and they're burnt out, and I'm not really too worried about knowing if my door is ajar. Plus, actually that one actually works now, even though for some reason my driver's door doesn't trigger it really at all. It does every now and then. Like it'll actually, it doesn't turn on the interior lights or anything a lot of times when I open the driver's door from the inside. But if I open the back door here, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. And you can see it is now on. So who knows what that problem is, but at least it works now. Or I don't know if that one actually worked before or not. I don't remember. Ow, I just hit my elbow. But there's that. So basically I'm just going to stick these back in here. These kind of just go in like that. And the other one goes in right here, basically. Pretty simple. You got to screw them back in. And I'll screw them back into there. I guess we'll do one last little update. I almost forgot. So I took apart the entire steering column here, as you can tell. This is what's doing this. There's a gear in here that's supposed to make the steering wheel come down, or tilt down. And it's messed up, so we need to replace the gear. The problem I'm having is none of these screws want to come out. They're in there really tight, and they're made out of something that does not hold up very well to unscrewing. They keep trying to strip out or wallow out or whatever, and I don't feel like dealing with stripped out screws. So this is going to have to wait until another day whenever I can figure out how to get those out. Because sadly, they're not bolts as well, they're just screws. So who knows how I'm going to get those out. But I'm not going to put all this back on until I figure that out. Alright, and so now, when I turn the key on, as you can tell, more of the warning lights come on. I also don't know if my battery light ever worked over there. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. But there we go. Turn this thing on. And of course, like I said, if I open the back door, the door ajar light comes on. So we have more working lights now. And of course with this, now if I hit trip A and B, haha! It's gonna be great actually having a trip odometer for once, because I have not had a trip odometer in the slightest while driving this car. So that'll be cool. I'm not too worried about the other lights, like I said. And I guess the next project will be figuring out all this crap over here. Trying to figure that thing out. And I'd also like to replace these screens sometime soon. And also a few other little odds and ends. But that will conclude this short little video, so thank you all so much for watching, And I guess I'm out of here. See ya.